Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That was Travis Jones working his way through and sticking him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play action. Here's Hurts. Being chased out left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. In motion, the tight end. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Smith will come in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. No, 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Hurts. Flushed out right. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. Hurts sets up to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
In motion left comes Brown. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Brown goes in motion left.
Back to throw again.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw is Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun, Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Go.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Barkley, inside handoff. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he's taken down inside the 30. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
3rd and 9 here. Now Jackson. A check down here for Henry. And out of bounds right around the 20. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down, but you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, 63, pass.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Well, they need to score and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute. 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
63. Crown left, get it. Crown left, get it.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Steps away to his left.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Crown left, get it. Crown left, get it.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.